Hello and welcome to some more Late Night Magic. Jack from 10 Feet Down here. Just continuing with the campaign. Last time we took out the first chase. So I'm catching up now to where I was in my own game. We're on to Alara. I'm not sure who Lara is. Nefarox. Oh, sorry, the place is called Alara. Nefarox and Ajani. Now, Ajani's a pain in the ass. He just keeps gaining life, but we'll come to that in a minute. Nefarox, let's have a look at this guy. He's some kind of weirdo. Reasonably slow deck, not a very flexible deck. Very small creatures and a lot of synergy. What's his deck actually called? That must be his deck there. Or is it Exalted Darkness? Yeah, his strategy is to use Exalted, which we'll see in a minute. It's one of the features on the cards. It's difficult. Yeah, it's a really good deck actually. I've played it a bit myself. Okay, let's crank it up and we can see how Exalted works. Probably much to my detriment. That's nice, isn't it? It's a bit like a Monet. That's really, really nice. Okay, so what have I got for a start? A couple of land, not really enough. Wimpy creature. Yeah, too many big cards in there. Let's try for another one. Oh, I pressed keep. Oh, that could be a mistake. Now this is interesting here because the actual Cathedral of War is Exalted. That's a really nice card, so you'll see what Exalted in a second if you don't know what it already means. Yeah, I should not have kept this hand. I didn't mean to. It's getting late at night. Not focusing. So let's see what Nefarox does. If he gets an Exalted creature down. No, just a plain. And here we go. So the Avon Squire has Exalted, so let me show you what Exalted does if you don't already know. Whenever one of your creatures attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 for each card with Exalted you have on the battlefield. So basically he's got 2 cards with Exalted on. So this creature in fact will get +2/+2 if it attacks alone. So that's a 3/3 flyer on turn 2. And that is a rapid death for me. Yeah, I won't last very long with that damage dealer in the mix. That's my Torch Fiend. I can get my Dragon Hatchin out this turn. I can't defend with it really, it's only +1. Yeah, sorry, it's 0 at the moment. Only 1 health. I need to get to a point where I can pump it up enough to kill the Exalted creature. So I can't see much stopping me from taking 3 damage this turn. It could be 4 if he gets another Exalted creature down. Which he does. Yeah, I'm going to get absolutely hammered here. So now he's got 3 Exalted creatures down, or 3 Exalted things down, so that's going to be a 4/4 flyer. It's basically the same as a Sarah Angel on turn 3. Ouch. What have we got here? I really need my direct damage cards here, don't I? Now this has flying and haste. Useful, but no, I can't actually kill him, can I? No. I need 1 more land to do it, so that would be nice. That's useless to me right now. And that's useless to me right now. could attack and hit him for 3 damage. I'm a bit sort of in two minds here. What I could do is I could attack and hit him for 3 damage. If he blocks, then I can pump up my creature by 1 and take 1 exalted target out. I'm going to go for the attack option. It's a bit risky. Okay, I've got to stop the timer if he blocks. Right, he's blocked. Perfect. So now I'm going to pump this up. Actually, I've got no cards that take just 2 mana, so I may as well go for the whole 3 just in case he does something tricky. Even though I'm pretty sure he can't. Let's leave that there so he might think I've got an instant card in my hand. Okay, let's go for that. That should be enough to kill him. I can't see him doing anything tricky with just 1 black mana. I can still get my Torch Fiend out. Haha! I did have 1 card with 2 mana, so that was wise. Now what that basically has done is it's knocked his damage dealing ability down by 1. But I failed to do any damage myself. Was it worth it? I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to take a minimum of 3 damage next turn as well. What he can do now, not this turn but next turn, he can actually attack with this guy. Even though it's not exalted, it still gains the exalted bonus. So that's what he'll be thinking of doing. So this will be a 3/3 this turn. I could really do with the direct damage card, couldn't I? I'm mana choked as well. I'm in a bit of a sticky situation here, to be honest. Okay, that's solved the mana problem to some degree. Now, this has got flying and haste. That's just flying, but it's a 4 damage card. Now that'll stop his... I could kill, with this I could kill anything he attacks with. So that's definitely the choice. Even though I'd lose it, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can always recover it from the graveyard if I'm desperate. But this will stop anything he attacks with, so... I'm going to risk an attack here. If he blocks with this lifelink creature here, I'm not going to be upset about that. And if he doesn't, I'll give him 2 damage. Okay, so nice sneak attack there, did the job. So yeah, that does nothing really. Another exalted creature, that does though. So whatever he attacks with now, yeah, what he can do now is he can attack with this. Oh, that's exalted as well. This is really bad news for me. This is going to be a 6/7/1 creature. My god. 6 creature even. Bloody hell. Just a 6, that's all. I regret not having this card up now because I could have double blocked that one. I've only had 1 more damage, I could take him out as well. If I take that damage, blimey. This is pretty devastating. I'm going to take the damage and pray that I get a direct damage card next turn and can turn the tables on him. but he'll take 6 life from that as well. Oh, just bloody land. That's not very good. Okay. I can probably take out his that's 3. Right. Let's whack this guy out here. Now I think I can probably take out whatever he attacks with next turn. And wipe out all his creatures as well, but I'll do myself 3 damage in the process and kill all my creatures off as well. So well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go mental. This game's pretty much lost anyway, so I'm going to go for a gamble. He's blocked with 2. That's interesting. You'll lose 2 creatures. Very interesting. Okay, fair enough. Maybe he thinks he doesn't need that much to take me down next turn. Well, in that case, what this will do is it'll take out all the creatures on the board and do me 3 damage and him 3 damage along the way. Oh, luckily his attack phase is over. So I've still got a 4 creature to deal with next turn. Bloody hell. There's no let up, is there? Okay, 4 mana for this. And I'll still have 2 to pump it up. Unless he puts out yet another exalted creature. I can kill it next turn, no matter what he does. Look at the amount of life this bloody card's giving him. Oh, would you bloody believe it? His last card, another exalted one. Oh, crying out loud. So that makes it impossible now to kill him. But I've got no choice but to block anyway, so. He's had an exceptionally lucky draw as well. I mean, there's just 1 card left in his hand, he pulls out yet another beautiful. Now, I've got 7 cards here. This will only do 4 damage. What's that? 3. That's 5. I can get that back for 3. I do 4 damage though, so it's still not adequate. Nothing I've got is adequate. I need a 5 to take him out, or to make it impossible for him to attack. I think I'll use this one. Simply because I can get it back. But I've had no direct damage this turn at all. this game. And this deck without direct damage, it's a lot more tricky than it's been in the past. And he says such a good draw as well. Oh, that's a flying creature. His draw is so good. He's just getting a creature every turn. He's now attacking with 2, but this basically means that he doesn't actually get to use the Exalted. So I can kill one of these creatures off. Now obviously the one to go for is the one that does more damage, bizarrely enough. So let's take this one out. Okay, now I've got... This works well for me because I can kill off his... This is what I was hoping would happen. It's the best possible outcome. I can return the Phoenix to my hand, cast it for 4 mana. I've got 7 mana out, 2 mana here. I'm just about gripping on here. Now, that is 5 mana and this is 2, so I could cast this and that and do 6 damage. And get my card back as well. And have a really good blocker. Or I could get... I'd like to take one of his exalted creatures out. But then I've got to deal with the flare. Doing 6 damage at the moment is worthless. He hasn't got a big enough creature to worry about. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill off his flyer. Because I can block his ground 1 in many different ways. Let's do that. I'll kill his flyer. That should bring the Phoenix back into my hand. No? Did I misread something? Oh right, I have to deal damage to him specifically. Okay, not to worry. Luckily enough, I've still got enough mana to cast this, which is the second option anyway. And that can still pretty much hold him back. It's only got 3 health though, which is really unfortunate. Because it's enough though, it's enough. Even with these 2 cards, that's Exalted and that's an Exalted. So if he puts another Exalted card out, then I'm in trouble. He can't have that much luck, can he? Oh, you have to be joking. That is sometimes is just what the computer does, you know. I mean, it's the perfect card to win in this time, you know, the absolute perfect card. Now he can tap my card as well. And it's just the perfect card. It's so perfect that you start to doubt whether the computer's being honest or not. But I have to accept the loss. Oh well. So that's worth showing how effective that Exalted Darkness deck is. Right, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to take Nefarox on again, And this time I'm going to hammer him. Okay. I'm actually willing to keep this hand. Because these are what I was so much missing last go. Just direct damage. And with this direct damage I'll be able to keep his exalted creatures pinned down. So let's keep this hand. Hope I don't get mana starved. Ah, right, that card is a real nightmare with the Exalted deck, because you can attack with that one. It can't block though, can it, as I recall? But obviously, once the Exalted kicks in, it becomes a really potent card. Now obviously my problem now is land. If I don't get any mana out, then let's just move on. Are these instants of sorceries? Sorceries, okay, it's fine. And there he goes, straight in with the Exalted. What a surprise. The reason I didn't take out this card first turn is because I wanted to take out the Exalted card he was going to put out. But it does mean I now have to take 2 damage. Good land, that's ideal. Now I've just got to flame slash his. Now next turn I can take out. I would so much like to have that card out this turn. But next turn I can take out 2 creatures, or I can even hold my breath for 3. Just a 1, so that's pretty good for me. I don't mind him chipping away with just 1. Okay, that bastard. That's ideal. I can take these 2 out now. Okay, so... Or I can wait a turn, can't I? I can do that as well. Even though if I wait a turn, he might start to exercise that lifelink. None of these are exalted, so the most he could do next turn, in theory, is bring out 1 exalted card. So the maximum he could possibly achieve is 3. Nothing I've got could defend against 3. I'd need 4 mana, so I think I'm going to use this now. And 1 cheeky little poke in the eye for him. Not ideal, but I think I've got a slight card advantage, but it is slight. But he's got 2 more life down than me, so too close to call. And that's just straight in with the 2 cheap damage there, bastard. It'll still get 3 because it's exalted. Swine. Okay, oh no, I'm getting the problem with land now. I've still got a flame slash, so I'm going to use it on him. I finally get a creature out on the table. I've been waiting to get this out for a long time. This finally means now that hopefully I can start to... This is a hasted creature as well, so it's an awesome little card, this one. So now this is going to give him something to think about. With the direct damage, I've been able to control the amount of damage he's been able to do to me a lot more easily. God, he just keeps getting them, doesn't he? Luckily, you can't attack with it this turn. Okay, that's brilliant. Another. Ooh, stop, stop, stop. No, 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 don't cast that. Ah. I didn't want you to cast that. I might have done that anyway, but I didn't want to cast that. I think it's probably the right move in any case. Next turn, this is going to attack, and it's going to be able to do. If nothing else attacks with it, I would love to attack, but I just can't. If nothing else attacks with it, it'll be a 4/2. And I can kill it with this creature here. So let's skip the attack. But it depends if he gets another exalted creature down or not, in which case it'll take both cards to kill it. He's still pinning me down, isn't he, really? Just one card. Ah, and there we go again, the ideal card. Is there no end to it? Okay, so that's going to be 4/2. No. It's not letting me pump this card up before I put it in. So I'm going to have to jump down and stop that timer before... God, I hate this. Okay. It's so easy to mess this up and then not get the extra... Okay. Damn it, I need one more mana. That would be lovely. But it's not all bad. I can now put out this big fat flyer now. But that can still be killed by that bloody card. I'd ideally like to put a card out that can't be killed. This one's not flying though, so... I need to be able to take out a flying creature. I'm gonna put down this card here because it gives me another way to do damage to him. I can't attack here because I'm going to need to block next turn with this one. So let's see what he does. So long as he doesn't put down more than one exalted card, I haven't really got a problem. If he puts down 2 exalted creatures, he's got nothing in his hand though. Well, this is good for me. His hand's empty. I'm going to have to lose my creature here. So that leaves me with a nice 4/4 and an ability to pile that token on. I think I may have done enough here to turn this game round. Oh, and that's some nice direct damage as well. Could it be that I'm finally getting in control? Now, if I hit... that's a lovely card. I don't want to spend that one. What I want to do, I think, I'm going to put this blaze counter on one of his lands. And then just attack. If he's got a hasty creature that comes out, then I'm going to have to take a hit. But I don't mind. But now I can really start to hit him and actually balance out the damage here. And I've got a card advantage. So, and I've put this counter on him as well. So suddenly the whole game's turned in my favour. Nice. Oh, that's nasty, isn't it? I'd love to... Okay, that's just a wall, so it can't attack, but it is exalted. But as he's only got like... it does stop me from attacking with this. Of course, that's assuming I don't... 4 damage to target player and 1 damage to each creature that player controls. I can just whack down another... Did I have a flame slash? I didn't, did I? 3 damage to any way I choose. Obviously I can just attack with this and see what he does. If he blocks, it'll die, and that's the end of that particular problem, isn't it? So let's put another blaze counter down, and that'll just put pressure on him. Then if he doesn't block, he'll take another 4 damage. I don't mind at all. If he does block, that's his exalted creature off the board. Then he's playing literally from one card to the next card, and that in Magic is not a very nice way to play. And 2 damage now every turn from those 2 blaze counters. Yeah, no problem at all. And why did that get 2? Is it 0-2 by default? Yeah, I thought it was 0-1 by default, not to worry. Well, I'm just going to keep pressing this strategy home. Put another blaze counter on him and attack him again. He's got enough mana to regenerate this creature. So he'll probably put this back on the field. Oh, he didn't have enough black mana. Ah, how unfortunate for him. Did it go back into his hand, or missing? No, he just hasn't. He hasn't regenerated it. Fair enough. 3 damage now from those blaze counters. Wow. So basically, I've got him really. There's nothing he can do now. I've got an ideal situation now. Land as well. Perfect. That's 6 mana now. So I can put 2 blaze counters down. Or of course I can cast 4 damage and 1 damage to target creature that player controls. It's the ideal time to use it. I should. Do I get my Phoenix back, or did I even play it? I've not even played it, have I? Wow. And now he's a dead man. That was a good game. Well, that was a hard deck to me to take on. Gotta say, I'm quite impressed with Chandra's deck. If you get enough direct damage to control the speed of the opponent, then you can slowly turn it around, and when it starts to turn in your favour, it's very hard for the opponent to get back up. You tend to end up with a card advantage where you have more cards than him, and you're playing with a hand of 4 and he's playing with a hand of 0. But that was 1 loss, 1 win, but I'm happy with that. That was fun. But I'm tired now, so it's time for bed. Thanks a lot for watching. Good night.